everybody, welcome back to Mass Manatee. Today, I'm playing Minecraft not the way Mojang intended it to be. Let's go. Let me explain. Normally, the first thing you would do when you spawn into a Minecraft world is get wood. But when doing this challenge, we can't break it from the bottom. Because if you break it from the bottom, that would leave the tree floating and that would defy the very laws of physics. Then, because we can't break it from the bottom, you might say we should go up on top of the tree and break it from the top. But you can't break it because you can't break wood with your hands in real life. So we have to go get an axe. So then you might say go get wood from a village to craft an axe. But you wouldn't be able to do that because that would be stealing. But then, how would you be able to play Minecraft if you can't break trees with your hands? Well, I have an idea, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit. So let's go get some food. And by the way, you don't need a sword to kill sheep. You can just use your hands to kill stuff. All right. The plan is I am going to lure a creeper near a tree, and then it's going to blow up that tree, giving me wood. So now we just have to wait for a creeper. Okay, there's one over there. Now all we gotta do is lure it towards a tree. Come on, let's go. Please blow up near all this wood. So where did the creeper go, though? There he is. He's right there. Come on, explode, explode. Right here. Come on. Now move! Yay, we got wood! We got one singular piece of wood. There's another creeper over there. Let's go. I think we might have to wait till tomorrow because there is a lot of skeletons nearby. So all we gotta do is wait. Alright, I hear the sound of mobs burning, so I think it's safe to come outside now. Okay, there's another creeper. We have another chance. Alright, we're right at the trees. Come on, blow up. Yay, we got more wood. Yay, another one singular piece of wood. But the good news is that we now have a crafting table. And I can finally make some tools. But we are not going to be able to get an axe, so we have to wait longer. Okay, so there is a cavern down here, and it does look like there's a lot of good ore. So we might go mining in there later. But right now, we need to find if there's any more creepers. Okay, so I checked in the forest. There's no creepers. So let's go get so much food that we'll never run out. Alright, I think I have enough food that's gonna last us for a while. There's a zombie with an iron sword. Yeah, I think we're gonna stay up here for a while. Guys, I found a creeper. Alright, I escaped. Now let's go get that creeper. Come on, let's go. Right here. Yeah. Get wood. Ow. No! Alright, guys, even after dying a lot of times, we now have 10 pieces of oak planks. Alright, so it's now daytime, so we can head back up to the surface. Guys, good news, I found another creeper. This spot seems like a pretty good spot for the creeper to explode, kind of. Yay, one wood. But the good news is, now that we have lots of wood, we can now make a wooden axe so we can mine wood. Yay, let's go! Alright, I think we have enough wood. Alright, it's now nighttime. And we now have a bed. So we can sleep through this night. Now, let's go get some stone so we can make stone tools. Alright, now that we have stone, we can now make some stone tools. And we now have a furnace so we can cook stuff. Alright, so our next goal is just to build a base. Okay, so when we build a base, it all looks normal, right? But when doing this challenge, the roof seems to be floating. So we're going to have to add a pillar to hold up the weight of the roof. And this is probably going to get very annoying. Alright, let's get to building. Alright, so we finished the outline for our base, but I also found something else that's amazing. I found a skeleton spawner. So let's see what's in the chest. We got a golden apple! You should also probably cover the spawner with something so it doesn't spawn more. Anyways, I finished the outline of the house, so now I just have to put the roof above it, and then I'm gonna figure out the interior for this. So let's go. Alright, so now we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do the roof, and I think we're gonna place the pillars first and then the roof. So we'll just put one here, and yeah. Alright, I finished the pillars, but we ran out of wood to finish the roof, so now we have to go get some more wood. And I'm just gonna grab my crafting table and furnace when we do the interior decorating. So now let's finish the roof of the building. Alright, now we're done with the pillars and the roof, so let's do the interior decorating. So we're gonna put my bed here, and my crafting table and furnace right here. And here I'm gonna put my chest where I can put all the cool stuff we got in here. Alright, so now we have a completed house. Now that we finished all our goals, this is gonna be the final day in this video. I think maybe I should put some windows in my house for extra light. Alright, so I finished the windows and they go all around my base. I don't really know what else to do now. I didn't know what else to do on my final day in this world. I just fell asleep on the final day in this video. Thank you for watching this video from Masked Manatee. It took me a very long time to make, so please consider subscribing.